Hello Libra, this is Jenny. Welcome to my channel. I'm so excited to share this reading with you. Today we're diving into a general love reading. So as always, take what resonates and gently leave the rest behind. Now let's tune in and see what the cards are ready to reveal for us today. Okay. Are sorry, they want to make amends, but there are still excuses, manipulation, as well as someone else pointing the finger in the wrong direction. I feel like this is someone who feels defeated because you're no longer bothered as you once were. Let's get some more energy here. Spirit, what is the message? This person's coming out as hot and cold. Whoa. Yeah, this person's coming out as hot and cold, overwhelmed because they can't let something go with you. This is someone who is focused on the wrong thing. Hot and cold energy, fire and ice. You guys are butting heads right now. You're not seeing things eye to eye because this is someone who is always trying to manipulate situations in their favor. I feel like this is someone who has a secret or a vault of secrets. I feel this is someone who is holding back a lot from you, but is talking a lot behind your back. And I feel like this is someone who has not been authentic. There's childhood energy here, intimacy issues, and someone who is giving mixed emotions. Let's get one or two more cards, Spirit. Thank you. So I definitely feel this is a relationship that has drifted away because of someone's ego, but I feel this energy is now triggered because they feel lost. Something is not the same. Someone is wanting to replot their course, but I feel this person may be doing something out of the wrong energy, out of the wrong mind space. Transmute energy. Someone is drifting, a drifter's energy of someone being lawless or lost. This is someone who is triggered and very vulnerable right now, but they're not wanting to admit their loss or their defeat, their weakness, because they didn't realize your worth. Someone sabotaged something with you, not realizing you were the prize. Instead, this energy gave you excuses instead of trying to make amends with you. This is the hot and cold energy of someone who is inconsistent, draws you in, and then pushes you away. A whirlpool of emotions. So I feel like this is a cycle you have repeated with this energy. I feel this is an overflow of emotions because who forgot there is a true sense of sadness? For some of you, you may pity this energy even though they play the victim. Wow. For most of you, if anybody should have any pity, it would be you, but I feel you're so nurturing. You also look out for others while others are, definitely giving the middle finger here. But let's move on. I feel this person's character is definitely being questioned here. I feel this is someone with suspect energy whose question is under fire, under judgment. And I'm also getting a pressure of emotions that are about to explode. So I feel like this is someone who could be overwhelmed of not letting go of something that should have been let go in the past. This is creating this excuse pattern or this hot and cold energy where their emotions are starting to overflow. I feel this is someone who has played a game of cat and mice. This is someone who likes to play the victim, using others as a pawn. But I feel there's an attachment here that is leaving them trapped, and a state of mind that is leaving them in this victim mindset, always taking the wrong way. This person's not very receptive when it comes to affairs of the heart. They are always taking the wrong way out and biting the apple. For many of you, this is someone who is sitting in shame, knowing they should have done better by you, but They have always looked for the drama, the attention, placing blame when they should be accountable. I feel like this is someone who is now looking for an exit strategy. Avoiding you to put something together, put the pieces together after going after fool's gold, not wanting to admit they went in the wrong direction. They should have protected you. They should have protected this connection. But this person fell victim to something. They sabotaged something with you that may be unrepairable. Many of you are stonewalling this energy, but I feel it may provoke them to move with free will to come your way. But I feel this energy could be coming in with some type of facade because they already feel like they're a clown. There's trust issues here from them being in this solitude energy. There's grief from disconnect. I feel there's a disconnect here because this person is withdrawn, empty, a lack of self. There's no fulfillment within this energy, and they're muzzled. This is someone who hasn't spoken their truth. And there's a tide of emotions as a result of it. There's a lot of energy here, but I feel this person is sitting in a barren wasteland, feeling like their life is going down in quicksand because of this dynamic that has now fallen apart. This person is now camouflaging their feelings, but is still playing mind games. However, for many of you, your mind is made up. Something is set. I feel for many of you, you have now flipped the script or a switch on this energy. You're not feeling the same. This person feels like you're being stubborn, but I feel you're just calling in judgment. This person needs to deal with the consequences of their own actions. Let's get one or two more cards here from this deck. Holy Spirit, what is the message here? Muzzles. Speak your truth. This person needs to speak their truth and stop the facade. They need to bring in some type of respect instead of these excuses, this hot and cold energy, because they know they failed. This person thought that the grass was greener on the other side, when in fact it only kept them trapped, stuck, attracting the wrong type of energies. Now there is pressure when it comes to emotions. Now this person's looking for the exit, but I feel this person has avoided you or the truth for too long. So much so that this person is overwhelmed and forever changed. This is someone who wants to replot their course. They want things to be different, but these secrets have to be let out, or there will be no change. This energy will stay lost, never to replot this course, not with you. Maybe another nurturing individual, but I feel you're no longer willing to take a chance with someone who has already shown their true colors. Someone feels, I feel like this energy is so lost that they feel like you're the problem. This energy feels called out or rejected by you, causing them to come in with an energy of wanting to heal the situation. With misleading truths, distorted facts, hoping you will see things as a misunderstanding. But I feel this is the only thing they have left, because they're under pressure, dealing with feelings and emotions, situations that are new to them. For many of you, this energy could be sitting in hermit energy and dealing with a heavy sense of judgment. I feel this judgment is to awaken them in some type of way. Holy Spirit, what is the message here? But they're going through a tower moment. Someone is going through a tower moment unrelated to you, but I feel this tower moment is causing them to think of you, because had they took the advice, had they understood their path, this person would never be in this state where they feel they have settled, where they feel their life is falling apart. They're thinking about the possibilities of communicating, letting something out, taking a stand. 7 of Wands energy. But here with the Page of Pentacles energy, something is going on with their finances that are holding them back from reaching out. Someone doesn't want you to know what's really going on and what they're really dealing with. Let's get some more energy here. Holy Spirit, what is the message? Ace of Cups. Page of Cups. 5 of Pentacles. Feeling left out in the cold. This person is feeling left out, but I feel this is someone who caused a distance in emotions, physical energy, never giving you the true love that you deserve. So I feel like this is someone who is going through a lot of problems behind the scene, wanting to communicate. Here, Page of Cups energy, wanting to make an offer, wanting to talk after not saying anything at all. But I feel whatever this is pertaining to affairs of the heart, something that is unspoken. Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups is letting me know this is affairs of the heart. Page of Cups, they want to talk about something emotionally, something that is more like a heart-to-heart. This is after a tower moment. 5 of Pentacles, they're still dealing with something they're trying to hide financially, materialistically. And for some of you, this is within their spirit, not wanting to look themselves in the mirror. They know they need to resolve this with you. They're longing to resolve something, but they are not willing to deal with the consequences. King of Cups energy is very imbalanced with dealing with the emotions because they're still sitting in an illusion and a very dark space. Let's get some more energy here, Holy Spirit. Wow. So, as I said before, I feel like this energy is being misleading about you. Bringing these distorted facts, hoping you will see things like they do, when in fact everything you saw, felt 3 cards and heard 1, 3 remains to be true. Ace of Swords, that is the truth. I feel you are cutting through the fog. Ace of Swords is the truth. That is confirmation, Spirit. Thank you. We also have the Wheel of Fortune. Open-minded. So I definitely feel you're open-minded about a situation, but you're no longer letting something or someone affect you, not in the ways that they used to. I feel you have opened your mind, opened something, released something within yourself that is no longer having you so emotional, so affected by someone who tries very little or not at all. This is an energy of kinship, 3 of Cups energy, a close bond, related bond. Please take it how it resonates, but I feel it's time to manifest when it comes to someone you need to cut away. I feel like this is someone who is very curious about your energy, yet has counted you out in the past, even when you were only there to help with an open heart. With them, I feel like they always found a way to be selfish, conniving. And for many of you, I believe you extended an olive branch. You tried to work things out with this person. You tried to be optimistic. Wow. At some point, this energy just never really gave you anything. I feel breadcrumbing is an understatement. As I said before, you extended this olive branch and it just wasn't received well. I feel this is someone who can't accept your kindness. Wow. I feel like this is someone who cannot accept your kindness because then they would have to admit you were never the enemy, you were never the problem. They would have to own up and acknowledge what they have truly done with intention. I feel this is someone who is sitting in restless energy, knowing they should reconcile, but there are some sneaky ways about this person who should be sitting in a leadership position, but they are still haunted by their own demons, haunted by their own past, leaving them restless after Three of Swords energy. Heartbreak, wishing things never took this harsh turn. With the High Priestess energy, someone who is clearly intuitive and no longer taking this shit. Five of Wands energy, storm coming in. I feel you finding strength in walking away, taking your power back. King of Cups energy is still unbalanced. Unbalanced because you have set boundaries, because you're still dealing with the Fool, someone who was not clear on who they need to be and why. Let's get a little bit more energy here. Ace of Wands, a passionate new beginning. Holy Spirit, what is the message? So Eight of Wands is communication. Six of Pentacles is something mutual. The World card is also here. Cycles. So I feel like this person wants a new beginning with you, but I feel there's always a cycle of that's repeating, especially when it comes to amends or making some type of apology, because this person never truly says something with intention that you can truly believe at this point. You're using your intuition when it comes to this Empress energy. You're no longer holding back, especially if you have to communicate. Eight of Wands, Page of Pentacles. This person's communication is old, outdated. There's no mutual exchange because this person has failed to communicate in an adult fashion or manner. This person has a temper issue, or they get salty if they don't have their way. But I feel, as I said, until the secrets come out, they will continue to be lost, distracted, out of focus, triggered, especially when it comes to you. But I feel you can't stop your shine for someone else. I sense there are a lot of deep emotions here within this connection. I feel like it's a lot of emotional history. Nine of Wands energy is in the thoughts, in the mind. So I feel like there's a lot of things from the past that were not resolved, left unsaid just to keep the peace, that are now coming out or need to be spoken. Nine of Swords energy. We also have the Nine of Wands in the reverse. This person needs to let something go. Let go of something from the past that they're holding against you. And I feel there is no beginning. There is no balance because this person is not wanting to give up on something that is keeping something lost. Chariot here energy. So I feel like this person not letting go of the past will bring no temperance, no balance. And there will always be obstacles here with the Chariot. And I feel like this is someone who is in temporary indecision. But I feel that has also put them in a space where they won't have emotional fulfillment. Leaving something empty, leaving a family room empty, leaving someone lost or rejected has also now left them in that same energy or that same spirit where they needed to see the truth. King of Wands was coming out in the reverse. This is someone who needs to see the brute or truth of something. About a Two of Cups energy. Someone needs to see the truth when it comes to someone and the spiritual union, the spiritual blessing they have. I feel something is unclear, unseen when it comes to the Moon card. Secrets of the Vault. Someone needs to communicate something, but they feel they don't have the words to do so. But I feel it's not the fact that they can't find the words. Seven of Swords says they still see it in a space of deception, holding something back intentionally, but I feel that they can't. Hide from the past. Six of Cups. This is why they can't get over something emotionally. I feel this person can outthink it, but they can't outrun it. Things are not going to come up roses. Three of Wands energy coming out in the reverse. This person will not be able to be rooted for one's energy in the reverse. And they're seeing the signs to let them know that they need to deal with the past, the present, to go on and live a peaceful future. But for many of you, this person lacks the full commitment to maintain. Be self-sufficient. I feel this is a very codependent energy who needs to focus on their career, their accolades, their personal growth. Three of Pentacles. This is someone who needs to work on the fact that they need to be focused, reliable to become more successful, but this person is allowing others to trigger them. Eight of Swords is feeling trapped, but I feel the worst is yet to come. 10 of Swords. I feel this energy needs to find some mental clarity when it comes to their peace. What's going on within? Let's get a little bit more energy here. Holy Spirit, what is the message? As I said before, there's a lot of emotional history here. So this is someone who needs to tame their inner demons in time. I feel these battles, these fences, these obstacles this person needs to overcome, needs to be attended to now. These walls of secrets will only bring 10 of Swords energy. This is why the worst is yet to come. Let's get a little bit more energy from a different deck. Of course, if you guys are enjoying this reading, let me know by commenting down below or liking this video. So of course, taming, feeling trapped. So I feel like this is someone who feels they cannot be changed or tamed. That's why things are a constant cycle or a constant battle with them. For many of you, I feel you have chosen to choose your battles because you can see something coming this person's way. They're always bringing some type of drastic or dramatic energy. It always follows. And as I said before, there is a lot of energy between the two of you. Emotional history here. Yet this other energy, I feel like they have trouble giving and receiving authentically. There's no elegance within in the way they choose to love, not saying that they don't. 2 for 2, they don't or they're not capable of loving. This person just doesn't have an elegant way of showing it. I feel there's a lot of baggage and this person needs to have a chance to explore the consequences of being a fraud, a trickster. Something is definitely coming to a boiling point, and I feel something is about to do more than just fall apart. Holy Spirit, what is it? Yeah, there's a message here. Hot and cold energy here of a runner who is also a chaser. This is someone who wants to be paired with your energy, but they don't have an elegant way paired with your energy, and they don't have an elegant way of showing it. This person does not move like a swan. In fact, this person moves like fire, impulsively, regretfully. This is someone who is always defensive. They have a spine like a jellyfish, like this person's a coward. This is why they're dealing with all of these obstacles and roadblocks in life because they have failed to ever truly find a solution that doesn't cause others to be hurt. I feel this is someone who never gave or received authentically, so much so that they believe this will all blow over in some type of way without recourse or consequences, thinking if it came down to it, they could just use the emotions they feel you have for them to their advantage, not realizing how you view them now has changed. You're no longer moving in the same energy. You're no longer defending the connection. I feel for many of you, you're waiting for this person to move with the intention to change because you know if you don't, they could only be bringing you the same energy they left you with. Heartbreak, betrayal, lies, secrets, more questions than answers. This is someone who ran from you, who is now feeling they may have to chase your energy. But this is someone who is still dealing with these inner demons, feeling like they should be paired with you, but their world is turned upside down. Their emotions, not wanting to deal with this tower moment, this person is still sitting in some space of a facade, still living life as a clown. Wow. This person is upset about the fact that things will never be the same, because they don't know how things will be going forward, not knowing if. They're cut out of your life forever. The facade may be them trying to pretend they never cared. In others, this facade is just saying lost and broken. With their walls up, a fortress of energy, not wanting to open up or let anyone in when it comes to affairs of the heart. This person's energy is amiss, the heart is caged, and their passion is a mystery. I feel things are exploding in their life, and they're going through a dark night of the soul as they feel like they're sitting in a trap that is causing them to reflect. But still, they're choosing to project. I feel this energy is projecting because they're still sitting in an illusion, believing the pipe dreams of life. It is only going to leave them in a space of loneliness, a ghost town where they are the only ones believing their lies. I feel this is someone who is realizing the foundation they built is starting to crumble down, feeling like a black sheep, feeling like they need to conform. But I feel they're trying to come up with some type of strategy, something with precision. But I feel this energy is just not that smart to carry it out as they're playing it out in their head. 5D energy. For some of you, this person's trying to reach out in a 5D energy. But I feel there's still a lot of imagination. This person is still comfortable, sitting in a comfort zone, not coming your way, not believing, and they can lose you forever. But I feel something is about to be very unpredictable for someone here as you surrender and trust the universe. So I feel you're surrendering to your own truth, self-love. While this person is thinking about the consequences when it comes to a twin flame or not believing in the truth. Wow. So I definitely feel this is someone who, going to find, wow. So I feel like this person's going to find a way to connect with you. They're hoping to do this one-on-one. They're wanting to do this to smooth things over with you. Yet, I must warn you that this energy will be showing you the opposite of what they're truly feeling, to either have their way or hide their pain, yet either way will leave them lost. If they don't speak the truth, I sense that is the only way out. So be aware. Holy Spirit, final messages. And I said, so be aware. And that makes a lot of sense there. So be aware when it comes to recognizing the truth of this person's soul. For many of you, you're going to see straight through the bullshit, the shenanigans, the lies. There will be obstacles this person cannot cross. Someone's going to see through the broken promises. When they allow this energy to speak, the communication will tell you everything. I feel the curtains are about to be pulled back on someone. The theatrics, the show, the facade this person is trying to put on, it's about to fall short. This person's going to come up empty. So as I said before, you guys, so when it comes to this person, this energy, I feel you must stay in a space. Well, you already know what you're dealing with, a fraud, a trickster. As I said before, they're going to try to play on your emotions. However, I do see you flipping the script on some type of way, flipping the script or flipping the switch. Not sure what that means. But I do feel this is someone who is going to attempt to hide their shame and their pain through strategy, deception, dishonesty, lies. But for many of you, You can see through this energy, this illusion. You recognize this person's soul for what it is. Wow. But for many of you, instead of trying to be deceiving, give these broken promises, use their words as a weapon, I sense this energy should be trying to make sure everything adds up before you start to calculate, because I sense you have no problem releasing what binds you and sparing no one in the process. Okay, guys, thank you for watching. Have a good, beautiful day. Bye.